What's good, YouTube? It's your boy AK-XXI, and I'm back like I never left. And today we got a special video, so stay tuned. We're gonna spend the first part of this video doing some recruiting, and we're gonna hop into our first ever game. I'm not even trying to waste your time, man, so let's get right into it. Now, I already did some scouting, and I added a few players I like to our board already, including the top overall quarterback prospect, Auburn. And after fully scouting him, his attributes definitely didn't disappoint. 93 throw power, 87 short accuracy, 83 medium accuracy, with an 86 speed and an 89 acceleration. Yeah, that boy definitely gonna be special. So you know we had to give him that first ever scholarship offer. We also got 5-star middle linebacker recruit from Woodinville, Washington. At 6'3", 220 pounds, he has 93 acceleration, 89 speed, 88 tackle. I decided not to throw him the scholarship offer yet, but he's definitely somebody that's going to be high on our boards this year. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got our first gem of the series, and his name is Manu Fuata. He's listed as the 4-star recruit. I don't know, man, these attributes don't look like 4-star attributes to me. And with Jarquez Hunter graduating this season, we're definitely looking for somebody to take that spot. So I went ahead and threw him a scholarship offer. And hold on, who the hell do we have here? Bruh, does that say 98 speed with a 96 throw power? Yeah, that's an immediate scholarship offer. Shit, I'd give him 2 if I could. Manny Gore will be on our roster next year. I also offered a scholarship to 4-star recruit Chauncey Otis. Basically, if you're a gem, you can expect that scholarship offer. Now at this point, I only have 45 recruiting hours left, so I decided to go ahead and find somebody else to add to our board. And that was 4-star right end recruit out of Starkville, Mississippi, Cole Gammon. And with only 15 recruiting hours left, I decided to stay in Mississippi and start scouting on free safety prospect Kareem Hacker. And with my last 5 recruiting hours for the week, I decided to spend a block on Lloyd Gentry and offer him that scholarship. Now before we wrap up the preseason, I want to take a look at our schedule for this upcoming year. And looking at this, we're definitely going to have to take advantage of some of these non-conference games. Thankfully, we're opening up against the FCS team, so that should be an easy dub. Then we got Cal and New Mexico both at home, and ideally we should win both of these games because looking at our schedule down the line, I mean, y'all see it's definitely not getting any easier than that. Then obviously we're closing out with the Iron Bowl at Bama this year, so that should be another tough game. Our goal was to win 8 games this season, so if you want any chance of hitting that, we're definitely going to have to take advantage of some of these early season games. We also got those 5 coach points we need to spend, so let's go ahead and do that now. Everything's locked up right now except for the recruiter branch. And I already know there's some quarterbacks I'm targeting in this year's class, so it only made sense to go with the quarterback upgrade. And I'm definitely going to try to get the rest of these tiers unlocked as fast as possible. And with that, we're ready to wrap up the preseason. Now we're going to have a bye in week 0, so we're going to go ahead with some more scouting. But I'm going to go through these kind of quick so we can hop into some actual gameplay. Now even after offering a scholarship to quarterback Auburn, we still couldn't even crack his top 10. I feel like the amount of time we're going to have to spend on him to even consider us is way too much, so for that reason I decided to take him off the board. I did the same for a few other prospects I just felt like we couldn't get, especially for positions where I felt like we had other suitable options. Now with 800 recruiting hours to spend this week, I decided to send the house for some of the prospects we liked in the preseason. I also wanted to complete the scouting on free safety Kareem Hacker, and after scouting, turns out he was a bust. I still do like some of his attributes though. He has decent speed and hit power, so I decided to keep him on the board at least for now. I also went ahead and offered a few more scholarship offers, including 4-star tackle Allen Muwamba. And at this point we didn't have enough recruiting hours to send the house, so I did everything else I could. And with that, we're ready to move on to week 1. A lot of players are starting to reach their top 8 schools, and thankfully nobody has locked us out yet. We're also first for a lot of these guys right now, and I don't know how much that means, but it's definitely nice to see. And in week 1, we got the UGF Pandas. Shout out to Not The Expert. We also got Miami playing Florida this week and Clemson, Georgia. But first, looking at the week 0 games, and we have our first upset already. Number 11 Florida State ends up falling to Georgia Tech 34-21. And you can't expect anything else when your starting quarterback throws 4 picks. He did also throw for over 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, so without those 4 picks, we'll probably be looking at a different scoreline. Now last thing before we get into our game, I did decide to change the quarter length to 12 minutes after running a few test games on another save. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to hop into our first ever game.
Welcome to Auburn, Alabama. A beautiful day for college football as the War Eagle cry reverberates across Jordan-Hare Stadium as their beloved Tigers are set to kick off another season. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Pandas taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Let's get it. We're getting the ball first here. We got Cobb back to return. We're going to try to return it, but we're not going to get that much as he's tackled at the 18-yard line. With that, here comes the offense. I'll be honest, man, I'll be damned if we lose to FCS team. You see QB1 Payne Thorne ready to lead the offense out on the first drive. On 1st and 10, we're going to motion the running back out and end up throwing it his way, but he's not going to have much room to do anything as he's tackled behind the line. And one thing about these FCS players, they're going to get injured, so get ready to see that a lot. On 2nd and 13 now, we're going to try to run it up the middle with Jarquez, and he's going to get stopped again. And what I tell you all about these injuries, man, here go another one. We ain't had too much success on 1st and 2nd now, so on 3rd down and 11, we're going to need a big play to avoid the 3 and out. And nobody was really able to get open, so we just had to throw it somewhere to avoid the sack. So on a disappointing first drive of the season, we're going to end up going 3 and out and having to punt the ball over to the Pandas. They're only able to get a couple on the return, though, before being brought down. And with that, we're going to be able to see our defense for the first time this season. And as we look at the impact players for the game, Jarquez Hunter's going to have to play way better than he did on that first drive if we want to win this game. We're going to try to get these fans in the game early on, man. Let's make it hard for these boys to hear. They're going to try to run to the right side, and they already picked up more yards in one play than we did in our entire first drive. They're going to try to run again on 2nd down and 1, but this time we're ready for it, and they're brought down in the backfield for a loss of 3. And on 3rd down and 4, the stadium is rocking now as the defense has a chance to get off the field after 3 plays. Quarterback is going to drop back now, and the tight end is able to create enough space for the first down. And to add insult to injury too, we have an injury on the play. That's sophomore defensive lineman Keldrick Folk. Hopefully we're able to see him return soon, though, so we can avoid more plays like this as the running back is able to find another hole to run through. On 2nd down and 4, they're going to run it again, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're able to pick up a decent chunk of yards before being brought down right outside the 20-yard line. And so far on these first 2 drives, the Pandas are definitely looking like the better team out there. On 1st down and 10, the RPO is going to get them another decent chunk of yards as they're able to pick up about 10 yards on the play. And believe it or not, the first goal-to-goal situation is for the Pandas. On 1st down and goal from the 8, it looks like they're going back to the run. Running back is able to cut back inside for a few extra yards before being brought down at the 3-yard line. On 2nd down and goal, they're going to run up the middle again for a few extra yards to the 1 this time. One more stop from the defense, we're going to be able to hold them to 3 points on the drive. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. He's cracked at the goal line, but his momentum is able to get him into the end zone for a touchdown. We just couldn't stop the run on that drive, and the Panthers were able to capitalize and strike first here in this game. And it was senior linebacker Dorian Mausi that laid the hit, but it just wasn't enough to stop him. We're going to see the offense now for the 2nd drive of the game and try to answer that touchdown that was scored by the Pandas. On 1st down and 10, we're going to run the jet touch pass to Jarquez Hunter, and he's going to be able to outrun the defender for the first down. So already a much better start to this drive. On 2nd down and 7 now, Jarquez Hunter is going to cut back inside and pick up 6 before being brought down. That's going to lead us to 3rd and short, and we're going to hand it off again. This time to backup running back Jeremiah Cobb, and he's able to pick up just enough for the first down. We're starting to find our rhythm now after a slow start, as Jarquez Hunter is able to pick up a couple more on the ground. On 3rd and short now, we're going to drop back with our quarterback and find who else is Jarquez Hunter, who's able to pick up enough for the first down. And until the defense can stop him, we're going to keep feeding him the ball. That's going to be another nice pickup up the middle. On 2nd down and 1, we wanted to see if we can catch them lacking with the play action pass. Payne Thorne is hit as he throws, and the pass is going to be just out of reach for freshman wideout Cam Coleman. On 3rd down and 1, though, you already know who the ball's going to. Jarquez Hunter is going to pick up more than enough for the first down, but he's going to stay down after the play. Thankfully, though, he wouldn't be out for too long. With Hunter going down, though, the next man up is backup running back Jeremiah Cobb, who had the nice run earlier this drive. He's going to get it again, run to the left side, and he's going to be able to pick up just about 4 yards, putting the Tigers into the red zone for the first time today. On 2nd and 6, now we're going to look in the direction of Coleman again, and this time he's able to bring it in for the first down. Nothing too flashy, just wanted to make sure he caught the pass and got down. Jarquez Hunter is going to return to the field on 1st down and 10. He's going to get the handoff and make one miss before he's brought down at the 2-yard line. So he seems to be doing all right after missing a couple plays. On 2nd down and 1, we're going to roll out Payne Thorne and find the fullback wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. First touchdown of the game, first touchdown of the season, first touchdown of the series. And your Auburn Tigers are on the board. And it was fullback Rich Goldstein that was able to pull that in for the touchdown. We're able to catch them lacking with the play action pass. Nobody picked him up, and he's not going to drop that one, man. After that touchdown, the crowd is back in the game now. And let's see if our defense can capitalize on the momentum. They're going to hand it off to start this drive, and the running back is going to get rocked. That was senior linebacker Austin Keys that came and cleaned up the mess. On 2nd down, the quarterback is going to keep it on the option. He's going to be able to pick up enough for the 1st down. Keontae Scott came in with a big hit at the end there to force the fumble, but the ball rolled harmlessly out of bounds. And that would take us to the end of the 1st quarter. And I don't know if the game got harder or if I'm just ass now. We're back on NCAA 14. I was smacking these FCS teams 70-0. So I was definitely surprised to be tied after the 1st quarter. In the first play of the 2nd quarter, though, we're going to be able to stop them for no gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and long, and the Panthers are going to need a miracle to convert this. Nobody's open. We're going to be able to bring him down. First sack of the game, and it's going to end the Panthers' drive. Great stop by the defense. We're going to force them to kick it back to us. This is going to be Jarquez Hunter back to return the punt. Excuse me. He's going to have room on the sideline. There's only one man to beat, and he's not going to catch him. Touchdown, Tigers. Jarquez Hunter returns the punt 70 yards for a touchdown. We're looking like a whole new team out there. These boys finally woke up. Everybody lit, even the mascot lit. And once he got to that sideline, wasn't nobody gonna catch him. That boy just too quick. Only thing that was gonna stop him from scoring was stepping out of bounds. But he was able to tiptoe on that sideline. Defense comes back on the field now after getting our first lead of the game. And they're just gonna pick up right where they left off, stopping the running back for a short gain of 2. On 3rd and 8 now, the defense has a chance to get off the field, and the crowd's letting them know. The quarterback's going to drop back and try to set up the screen. He finds his running back who's able to make the first defender miss, and he's able to pick up the 1st down. And that's a tackle I should have made, but I'm still getting used to the game. We're going to get better at those. On the very next play, though, that hit from Mawusi is going to be enough to force the ball incomplete. Here's a run on 2nd and 10 now, and the running back's going to pick up about 8 before being gang tackled. First one there was sophomore cornerback Kayan Lee. He's going to be a staple of this defense, at least for the first couple years of this dynasty. On 3rd and 2, now they're going to fake the handoff to the running back and find the receiver wide open in the middle of the field. And the Panthers are going to get in for their 2nd touchdown of the day. I was trying to switch players on defense, and we all been there before. Just pressed the button at the wrong time and got caught lacking. They're going to end up making the extra point, and ladies and gentlemen, we are tied again. Jeremiah Cobb is going to be back to return the ensuing kickoff, and there's a hole opening up on the left side, but he's not going to be able to get there. If he would have been able to make that cut, that would have been going back to the crib. On 1st down and 10, we're going to hand it off to Jarquez Hunter, who's going to run it up the middle for a modest gain. On 2nd down and 6, we're going to find Jarquez Hunter again. This time in the passing game, he's going to be able to pick up the 1st down. And right now, this defense just can't stop him, whether it's running, receiving, or even returning punts. We're going to fake the handoff to him now. And the Titan's able to find some space in the zone, but the pass goes right through his fingers. And I don't know how he didn't come down with that. That should have been an easy 1st down. On 3rd and 8, Thorne is going to have plenty of time in the pocket. And he's going to find Keandre Lambert-Smith coming back to the ball. Another 1st down for the Tigers. We're going to fake the jet touch pass. Payne Thorne's going to look to someone over the top, looking for his receiver, Lewis, and it's caught. What a throw and what a catch. We got the mascot turning up with the student section. We got to look at that catch one more time, man. Robert Lewis might have just given us the play of the game. The DB had no chance. And the Auburn Tigers are back in front. The Panthers are going to get back on offense now after giving up the touchdown on the last drive. And they're off to a good start as they're able to pick up about 8 yards on the run. And as well as we've played on offense, our defense just can't seem to stop the run. On 2nd and 2 now, they're going to throw it to the running back in the backfield, who's able to make one miss before being brought down right at the sticks. And they're going to call it 3rd and inches. This time they're going to motion a running back to the other side, and the quarterback is going to look for his receiver on the right side, but it's picked. The pass was underthrown, and Jaron Thompson made him pay. That's going to be the first pick of the series, but it definitely won't be the last. The senior safety was with him the entire time, and he was able to jump it at the last second. Perfect timing on that pick. And that's going to give the ball back to the Tigers in good field position. Coleman's going to get the ball on a bubble screen, and somebody come pick their mans up. That move at the sticks is going to be enough to pick up the first. Moving ahead to 2nd and 8, we're going to give the ball right back to Coleman. He's going to get a nice block from Hunter, and that's going to be enough to pick up another first down. On the last play before the 2-minute warning, Jeremiah Cobb is going to get the handoff, and he's brought down after a short gain. Here we have 2nd and 7 on the other side of the 2-minute warning, and we're going to look to set up the screen of Jarquez Hunter, who's too fast for his blockers. If he would have been able to pick up that block, he could have ran for another 10 yards easily. On 3rd down and 2, we're going to come out in a wildcat formation. Jarquez Hunter is going to take the direct snap, and all he has to do is follow his blockers. We're going to pick up the first down, but if we could have made that last man miss, he might have taken it to the crib. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Payne Thorne's going to drop back and take a shot at the end zone. Touchdown! He's going to find Keandre Lambert-Smith this time for his 3rd passing touchdown of the day. Payne Thorne just throws it over the top, and the safety doesn't react to it in time. That pass is probably picked off against a better school with a better safety, but for now we got to take advantage of those. And with that score, it looks like the Tigers are going to take a 2-possession lead into halftime, but the defense is going to have to make a couple stops to get us there. We're not going to be able to do it with plays like this though, as we give up 9 yards on the 1st down and 10 play. And the Panthers are going to use their first time out of the half. On 2nd down and short, they're going to look to pass again, but time is going to run out as Kieron Crawford is there for the sack, and the Panthers are going to have to use their 2nd timeout. On 3rd down, they're going to try to play action pass, but nobody's falling for that, and the pass is going to fall incomplete after the hit by Keldrick Folk. And after that nice pickup on 1st down, the defense is able to hold and force a 3 and out. And this time, they're not even going to give Jarquez Hunter a chance to return the punt. The offense is going to come out now with a chance to put some more points up on the board before the half. And after faking the screen, we're going to have to go back to Lewis as Payne Thorne's running out of time. He's still going to be able to pick up about 7 though before being brought down. And we're going to use our first time out of the game. After an incomplete pass on 2nd, now we're going to be looking at a 3rd and very manageable 3. Thorne's going to roll out and find Jarquez Hunter by himself on the sideline. He's able to pick up a few extra yards before going out of bounds. And that's huge because it's going to save us a timeout. Payne Thorne's going to get the snap as the clock ticks below 30 seconds. And he's going to throw a dot on the left sideline to Lambert-Smith. That's going to give us a 1st and 10 inside the red zone now. And the Tigers are knocking on the door again. We're going to find Fairweather on the right side. Coming through. And that's going to give us a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. The clock is going to keep ticking, and we're not going to use a timeout. Jarquez Hunter's going to get the pass behind the line. He's going to get some blocks, and he's going to take it all the way to the end zone. And that's going to be 4 passing touchdowns to 4 different people. And for Jarquez Hunter, that's going to be his 2nd touchdown of the day. These blocks couldn't have been set up any more perfect. And with Jarquez Hunter's speed, there was nobody that was going to catch him. And that's going to take us to halftime up 35-14. We've seen impressive play from Jarquez Hunter with 64 yards on 11 attempts. He also played a big role in the passing game and even on special teams with the punt return for the touchdown. And I think that was really the turning point for this game. I mean, if you think about it, the game really should be 35-7. But outside of that one mistake, we played an almost perfect 2nd quarter. Payne Thorne also had a really nice first half with those 4 touchdown passes. If we continue to play like that, we should walk out of here with an easy dub. We're going to start the 3rd quarter on defense, and we have all the momentum coming out of halftime. The Panthers aren't going anywhere just yet, though, as they start off the 2nd half with a nice run. And if we had to pick one area that we need to improve on, it's definitely the run defense. They're going to try to run it again to the right, and this time we're ready for it. He's going to be met after a short game by Eugene Asante. Another run on 2nd and 7, and Kieron Crawford is going to stop him for a loss of 4 on the play. He was back there so fast he could have damn near handed the running back the ball himself. On 3rd and long, the Panthers are going to need a big play, and they get it. The quarterback is able to find his receiver running across the middle, and he's going to be able to pick up a lot more yards after the missed tackle. He's going to get all the way to the 4-yard line before being brought down, and that's going to set up the Panthers for a 1st and goal. They're going to run into the left side, and the receiver is going to pick up a nice block that's going to allow the running back to get into the end zone. And the Panthers are going to come out of halftime with an answer of their own. We're going to run into the kicker on the extra point, but he makes it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And the Panthers are going to cut it back to a 14-point game. 1st and 10, and the Panthers are ready for that run as they stop Hunter after a short gain of 2. On 2nd and 8, we're going to hit Lewis on the drag, and he's going to be able to pick up the 1st down. And our offense is off to a good start after the defense gave up the touchdown on the opening drive of the half. Hunter's going to get the handoff on 2nd down and 9. We're going to cut back and be able to pick up a couple extra yards. We were able to pick up the 1st down on that 3rd down and 1. On 1st down and 10 though, Payne Thorne's going to get caught running backwards, and that's never a good thing. And he's going to eventually be brought down for the sack. 2nd down and long now, and we're going to make a bad situation worse as he's brought down again. And after a good start to the drive, the offense is starting to fall apart. And on 3rd down and about a mile, we're going to go with the safe option with the screen, but even that's not going to work. So after the drive stalls out, we're going to punt it back to them for the first time since our opening drive. And they're calling that a fair catch, but I don't know, man. It looked like he muffed it to me. Y'all let me know. We're going to start off this drive with a run, and he's not going to be able to get to the edge. Defense does a good job that time not letting him turn upfield. And it was Terrence Love that ended up bringing him down on that play. And now the quarterback would just throw it away as he felt the pressure coming up the middle. That's going to get us back the ball with a little bit over 5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. And we really want to score on this drive to really put the game to bed. Jarquez Hunter's starting to feel the effects of all those runs, so it'd be nice to give him some rest in the 4th quarter. We're going to take a shot here on 2nd down, but it's going to be knocked down. I thought Lewis would be able to beat the DB off the line of scrimmage, but he was never able to get the step on him. And for some reason, they kept on pressing our receivers, so I decided it was time to teach them a lesson. We sent Lambert Smith on the streak, and the rest was history. That's going to be Keandre Lambert Smith's 2nd touchdown of the game. And that's why you don't press. That's going to the crib 9 times out of 10. And all the DB can do is read the name on the back of his jersey. Back to a 3-possession lead on that score, and the Panthers are going to come out on 1st and 10 running. Keldrick Falk is going to be there to stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So far through the 2nd half, we've had a comfortable lead. But every time I think we can let our foot off the gas pedal a little bit, the Panthers are there with an answer. And that was a nice pass on 2nd down to pick up the 1st. Moving ahead to 2nd and 7, now they're going to go back to the pass. And the tight end's going to fight his way to the 1st down marker. On 1st and 10, now they're going to go back to the run. They're going to take it up the middle and pick up just a little over half of what they need for another 1st down. They're going to go with the read option here, and the quarterback did a great job of handing it off because he was about to get smoked in the backfield. Instead, the running back takes it for a 20-yard gain, and at the end there's another fumble that doesn't go our way. That's going to be the 2nd time today that we forced a fumble that went out of bounds. On 2nd down and 9, the running back is able to cut back for a nice gain of 6. Big 3rd down here as the defense looking to only give up 3 on this drive, but the quick connection on the slant is enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal from the 6. Handoff up the middle, and they're going to score. We just can't stop the run, and that's really the only way they're kind of staying in this game right now. Call back to return a kickoff. Now he's going to have a chance to take this one out. We're not going to be able to make that cut, though. He's going to be brought down at the 18-yard line. We're going to need to run one more play here in this 3rd quarter, and that run is going to be blown up in the backfield for a loss of 3. Going into the 4th quarter, though, our goal is simple. With a 2-touchdown lead, we just want to run the ball and use up as much time as possible. We're going to hand off to Jarquez Hunter here on 2nd and 13, and he's going to fight forward, but not for enough. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9. And the pass from Thorne is going to be picked off. I was looking for Lewis on the out route, and the cornerback just jumped the route. That's honestly just a bad read on my end. I had the tight end wide open underneath, but I wanted the 1st down. And that's going to be today's lesson of the day on why you shouldn't be greedy in life. The Panthers are going to get the ball back here in great field position. And a touchdown on this drive will make it just a 1-possession game. That's going to be a nice run up the middle, and after just one play, they have a 1st and goal. They're sticking with the run, and the defense isn't having it. Terrence Love was the first one there on that tackle. They're going to try to run to the other side on 2nd and goal. And the running back was able to break one tackle before being swarmed. Probably the biggest third down of the game so far. And what happens on this play will be huge in deciding how the rest of this game goes. Quarterback's going to roll out to his left and find his tight end, but he's going to go out 2 yards short of the end zone. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Now, if it was me, I would have definitely went for it. And apparently they should have too, because he's going to miss it to the left. So after turning the ball over in a dangerous position, we're able to escape with no harm done. And with under 9 minutes left to play in the game, we're going to get the ball back with the opportunity to waste some more time on this drive. We're going to need some better runs than that, though, if we want to make that happen. On 2nd down, the hole's going to open up on the left side, and AK-XXI Hunter's going to take that for a 1st down and more. Now, those are the type of runs we need moving forward as we try to chew this clock. Much better run that time. The mascot's happy with it, and so am I. Jeremiah Cobb in for Hunter now, and we're going to get him the screen pass. He has some blockers in front of him, and he's going to get all the way to the sticks. He's not going to pick up the first, but all I really wanted to do was stay in bounds. I'm not too worried about the defense stopping us on 3rd and 1, especially when we got that man lined up in the backfield. We're going to pick up the 1st down, but more importantly, we're going to have the opportunity to waste some more time. We got stuck there for a little bit, but otherwise, I feel like we would have been able to pick up way more yards. On 3rd down, we're going to look to pick up the first through the air, but Payne Thorne's going to run out of time and be brought down. That was a nice inside move by the edge rusher to get to Thorne. So we're going to punt the ball back to them on 4th down, and we couldn't have asked for a much better punt. We're able to angle it out inside the 5-yard line, and that's going to put our defense in a good spot. You'd have to think that if the Panthers can't score here, the game is pretty much over. On 1st and 10, though, a huge hole is going to open up on the left side, and he has a lot of space to run. Thankfully, though, Kane Lee is there to hawk him down. And that tackle might have just saved a touchdown. The quarterback's going to find his receiver here on the slant for another 1st down. So that's 2 back-to-back nice plays here to start out the drive. And the Panthers are going to rush the line of scrimmage now as they look to keep the momentum going. The quarterback throws, and he's picked off again. This time by junior safety Laquan Robinson. He gets a couple on the return, and that should just about end the game. Unless something crazy happens, and honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised. This looks very similar to the first pick. The pass is a little bit underthrown, and Robinson is there to make the play. Offense back on the field now, and Hunter's going to take the handoff up the middle for a nice gain and a 1st down. Didn't like the play we had here on 1st down, so I tried to audible, but we were running out of time and I had to use the timeout. At this stage of the game, I just wasn't trying to take the delay of game. And we're trying to run a little bit more with Cobb now as the game is pretty much over. He isn't going to be able to pick up much on that 1st down play though, only a gain of 1. On 2nd and 9, we're going to give it back to him. He's going to bounce it to the left side, and he's going to be able to pick up the 1st down. It looked like we were going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, but that's how you make something out of nothing. On 2nd down, we're going to keep it on the ground. And a couple of jukes are going to get him up to the line of game, but they're not going to give it to him. They're going to call it 3rd and inches, and that's not going to be too difficult to pick up. Looks like the Panthers are going to start using their timeouts now, and one more 1st down should end the game. After a short gain up the middle, the Panthers are going to call their 2nd timeout. Cobb is going to get the ball again, and the defense is going to hold again. They're going to use their final timeout following that play, and it can no longer stop the clock. On 3rd and 9, AK-XXI Hunter is going to be back in the game. He's going to get the handoff, and he's going to be stopped for a loss. The injury does stop the clock, so we're going to be leaving him a lot more time than I wanted to. We're going to try the 55-yard field goal, and we overcooked the meter, but it's not going to matter. I don't know how I made that. Definitely a little bit of luck, but that meter is going to be a problem all year. Personally, though, I kind of like how hard it is to kick a field goal in this game. It just adds that extra little layer of difficulty, and it's kind of fun not knowing if you're going to make the kick or not. But that kick is going to give us a 45-28 lead, and the defense is going to come out for one final possession. Really just a formality at this stage of the game. It's pretty much wrapped up at this point. They're going to be looking at a 3rd and 6 as they try to keep the drive alive. Fake the handoff, and the quarterback is going to throw it to the sideline, but it's going to be broken up. Jaron Thompson was the one that was there to make the play. On 4th down and 6, can the defense get one more stop to end the game? The answer is going to be no. The Panthers are going to extend the game after picking up that 1st down. The quarterback looks to throw, and the pass is incomplete. Robinson was there to knock that away. 2nd and 10 now. The quarterback is going to drop back. He's going to be chased out of the pocket, and he's going to be brought down for the sack. That was Keldrick Falk that brought him down. And with no timeouts left, they're going to hurry back to the line of scrimmage for this 3rd down play. Quarterback's going to have plenty of time in the pocket, but nobody's going to be open. Trying to buy more time. He's going to be brought down eventually. Back-to-back sacks on 2nd and 3rd down is going to bring up a 4th down and 11. Quarterback looking for the out route, and it's going to be picked off for the 3rd time. And that's going to end the game. Jaron Thompson with his 2nd pick of the day. And he's made a couple really nice plays here in the 4th quarter. Payne Thorne can just come out and take a knee, and the game is over. We're going to walk out of here with a 45-28 victory, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. I know this was a game against an FCS team, but for one, our run defense needs to be a lot better. We gave up way too many big runs, and that might be a problem when we play bigger schools. We also need to work on our consistency on the offense. We came out kind of slow to start the game, but then we had an amazing 2nd quarter. We had some moments in the 3rd quarter, but we really struggled to put the game away, and we left the door open for way longer than I would have liked. At the end of the day though, we did come out of here with a victory, and that's all that matters. Payne Thorne had a really impressive game, just under 300 yards with 5 touchdowns and the 1 interception. Jarquez Hunter went for over 100 yards rushing. No rushing touchdowns though, but he definitely made that up in other ways. We got most of our receivers involved. Lambert Smith had a big day with over 100 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. On the defensive side, Dorian Mawusi Jr. led the team in total tackles, and Kieron Crawford led the team in sacks. We were able to force 3 turnovers today, those 2 picks by Thompson and the 1 by Robinson. Following the game, we have some recruiting news. Players are starting to reach their top 5 schools, so I'm hoping next episode we can start scheduling some visits. And look at that. Kieron Crawford is your SEC Defensive Player of the Week. You have 4 TFLs to go with the 1.5 sacks, and that's going to be enough to get him the honors. Taking a look at some of the other games from week 1, and we have some more upsets. The Buckeyes fell to unranked Akron, and the preseason #1 team Georgia fell to Clemson. And that's going to make Texas the #1 team in the nation, followed by Oregon, Ole Miss, Bama, and Clemson to close out the top 5. Georgia's going to drop to 7 after their loss, and the Buckeyes are going to drop all the way to 17. Notre Dame and Penn State also taking big falls as they go down in week 1. And here's how the rest of the top 25 looks. Next episode, we're going to have Cal at home, and in their first game, they shut out an FCS team, so you just know they're going to be coming in with a whole lot of confidence. We're going to have to come out a lot faster than we did in that first game, because the last thing I want to do is give these guys an early lead and the momentum. We're also going to need our run defense to play a lot better. With that being said though, I am still confident that we should beat this team. #1 Texas at Michigan should be a really interesting game though. Really excited to see how that plays out. That's going to bring us to the end of this video though. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, let me know with a like. And if you want to join the gang, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And until next time, y'all stay safe.